Sanibona, ngaphambi singene kwivideo namuhla, ngithi angithathe lethuba ngibonge isupport nothando nesikhombise lona lingaphezu kokucabanga kwethu. Siyacela niqhubeke nisupporte njalo ngokubuka amavideo ethu, ungakhohlwa ukukhomenta, ushare, ulike. Siyafisa ukuzwa umbono wakho. Sicela ke singene kwivideo namuhla. Namuhla usuku lapho khona uGeneral Dumisani Khumalo oyinhloko ye-Crime Intelligence la eSouth Africa kanye nalabo abanye ahambisana nabo, kodwa nabo bakhona lapha esiphoyiseni lapho bevele khona enkantolo ngenhloso yokuyofaka isicelo sokuthi i-bail condition yabo iguqulwe. I-bail condition yabo iguqulwe. Sizokhumbula ukuthi baboshwa ngomhla ka-26 kuJune 2025 if I'm not mistaken, then baphuma ngebail. Kwase kuba khona i-bail condition, kodwa ngaphambi kokuba sifike kulolu daba elikhulunywa namhlanje, ngoba namhla bekuyofakwa isicelo sokuthi i-bail condition iguqulwe. Into eyenzakeleke laphaya, umagistrate okuyena owayengamelele lolu daba lolu, okuyena olwalethula phambi kwakhe elilalele, nokuyena owafaka lama-bail conditions, osukwini la izolo ucelile ukuthi ucela yena ukuphuma kuleli cala. Wabhala i-affidavit yakhe wayifaka kwiMadlanga Commission oba nakhona funeka ayoziphendulela. Emveni kokuba uGeneral Mkhwanazi umethula ubufakazi wakhuluma kanje ngaye.
They must act on it. They've got all the right. But what is strange, Commissioner, I'm going to invite South Africans to go to that court and if so, demand to see the charge sheet. I'm not a lawyer. Many South Africans are not lawyers, but they will read what is sitting in the charge sheet. And they will know that this, in any given day, it should not have landed in a criminal court of law. But it is there. Magistrate signs a warrant, or IDEC investigator signs a statement and gives it to the prosecutor in IDEC, who signs off that statement. It goes to the magistrate approves the warrant of arrest, and these people are arrested. And they go to court. In court, strange things happen, Commissioner. That's what makes me to then get to worry. That's why I'm talking about it here today. Because one of the strange things that happened that involves a magistrate who's presiding over a case that the members from crime intelligence are arrested on, he imposed a very bizarre bail condition towards those members. And the bail condition that is imposed by the magistrate in that case against these members from crime intelligence said explicitly that these members who are arrested for facilitating the appointment of Ms. Mukwele from BMW to crime intelligence are barred from going. Not this incident happened in Pretoria in their offices. They are barred not to go into any premises of crime intelligence anywhere in the Republic of South Africa. That's a bail condition. This is not what the state asked for, but this is what the magistrate took it upon himself to impose on these members. Remember, Commissioner said, it's the same team that is busy with the operation of Gauteng counterintelligence operation. They are barred by magistrate to get involved or enter any premises of crime intelligence. So by default, it means the operation that they are busy with against the drug cartel must stop immediately. So, as I said, maybe the magistrate, someone will say, no, he erred, it was an overreach. I don't believe it's that. I believe it was a calculated move to make sure that they put a stop on the involvement of these members with this operation. And I can confirm to date, Commissioners, that that operation stopped. While the members are crippling, trying to work, but it's frustrated. But it doesn't end there. It does not end there because a person who's got an oversight in the runnings of crime intelligence, which is the Inspector General of Intelligence, is demanding the files of that operation. He wants to know what's happening with that operation himself, which is very interesting. Why would the Inspector General be interested on an operation specific? So we we have no other reason than to believe that this bail condition, not the arrest, maybe they did wrong during the appointment of this individual that warrants such a case and such charges. Maybe it's justified, but the bail condition is a problem. For those that follow the case, and I've seen media houses that are here today, they go to court, they listen to the argument, and they go out and they file their reports and they come back to court. The last one was supposed to be on Monday last week. It was postponed because the recording my device was not working in court. And it was just only one courtroom. The others were working. But that one, so there has to be this delay of them coming back. What is strange that happened, which I did not put here, commissioners, is that many of those members that were arrested, one of them that is one of the charges, he's got two charges. The other one I don't want to talk about the prostitute and the loss of a firearm and stuff like that. He has to answer on that case. But he's also charged on the appointment of this Ms. Mukwele. So when the whole lot appeared in court and they were granted bail with those conditions, this one was kept in custody and he appeared alone the following week. When he appeared alone, he appeared before a different magistrate. And the different magistrate made it clear and said, it's not the job of the court to put conditions about where to work, where not to work. We are releasing on bail, go back to work. It is the National Commission of the Police that will decide whether to enter this building or not.
Beke sephuma umagistrate ngoba uyathinteka kulolu daba. Njengokusho kaGeneral Mkhwanazi ukuthi umagistrate wenza into estrange. Umuntu okuyena ofuneka athathe leso sinqumo uNational Commissioner. So namhlanje ke icala leli beliphambi komunye umagistrate not lo uMahlangu. uMahlangu fake affidavit yakhe waphuma kuleli cala. Useyoziphendulela yena uma esevela phambi kweMadlanga Commission. Umuntu ko omele uGeneral Khumalo angazi nobani lapha ya uadvocate uMshololo. Ngoba ukhona umunye usisa sensana naye ngazi ukuthi umele bani kulaba abanye abakhona baba u3 phela abasolo. Then bekukhona noTifo Malisela. Naye efikile umuntu ozophikisa lesicelo lesesifakwa uGeneral Khumalo. Ngizokucaphunela amavideo lapho bezikhulumela khona uze ukuthi kuthiweni bese sifika la ekuthenini itheni inkantolo ekugcineni uma izethulo zonke sezenziwe zabekwa phambi kwenkantolo ibese inquma ukuthini inkantolo. Ilokho nje ngifisa ukwenza kule video manje, kodwa bekubalulekile ukuthi siqale kuliya nkulumo kaGeneral Mkhwanazi ukuze uzokwazi ukuthi lo magistrate osedecide ukuthi ngcono yena ashenxe kulolu daba yingoba kwenze njani. Njoba sekuneyintsolo ngayo ukuthi kunezinto angazenzanga kahle, ubona ukuthi no akashenxe udaba lithathwe umunye magistrate. So ilokho nje bekubalekile ukuthi siqale kukho. Asingeneke kulolu daba elikhulunywa namuhla.
As well, Yoship, that in the gallery, and I'm going to request Mr. Tefo to come closer. There's also Advocate Tefo, who just approached me, Yoship, that he also wants to make an application to be a friend of the court, Yoship. I don't know at what stage the court will accommodate that, whether we should start with Mr. Tefo's application as an amiras curiae before we get into the other applications. May Mr. Tefo introduce himself into the record.
Yes, my name is Big Tefo. What brought me here, Your Worship, is that I want to bring the application for amicus curiae to be the friend of court. Let me say simple term, not the same matter of Latin. To be the friend of court in this matter. The reason is that I'm informed that the accused they are here to apply for the realization of their bail conditions. So as a result of that, first, I'm also the accused. Another matter whereby your brother is appearing, acting chief Mashango. My matter is come on the 22nd of October, next week Tuesday. So the reason for me being here and bringing this application is on the basis of the fact that the applicants are very dangerous people. I was in jail. They are part of sending me in jail. And when I was in jail, they were monitoring my communication in jail.
Enxa ukuthi ayizwakali kahle lo msindo, u-advocate uTifo la akazanga njengo-advocate kodwa uthi uze njenge-South African citizen futhi akuzele ucela uba umngani wenkantolo, usho njalo yena. Naye uzophikisana nale sicelo esizofakwa u-advocate Mshololo on behalf of o-General Khumalo ngoba uthi bangabantu abayingozi. Uke waboshwa bona laba kuneqhaza abadlala lapha nanokuphazamisa i-communication yakhe njengoba ayeboshiwe. So uzofaka leso sicelo ukuthi abangavunyelwa. Usho lama bail conditions akhona alungile njengoba nje uyacela nayo ukuthi abangavunyelwa ukuthi baphinde babuyele emsebenzini. Yona nje into ayizele la. Ngizokucaphunela u-advocate Mshololo. Ngizongithethelela ngesound ayizwakali kahle kodwa uyezwakala yena uthini kunjengoba kunalomsindo khona oseceleni ayikho into engayenza ngawo ngoba kubalekile ukuthi umuzi ukuthi uthini.
With due respect to my learned friend, there is no application, substantive application that has been brought before this court on papers for the request for my learned friend to be accepted as a friend of this court and to be able to stand before this court and be able to address this honorable court regarding the issues implicating my clients before this court. And therefore, my Lord, I ask that my learned friend be not allowed to address his lordship on the grounds and basis upon which he wants to apply as a friend of this court. And above that, the application will be opposed. In criminal law, we never have had such an advocate who wants to join the proceeding as a friend of the court. In civil court, yes, we do know the proceeding. It does happen like that. And my clients will be prejudiced should this court allow my learned friend, Mr. Tefo, to continue placing on record the allegations that he wants to place on record. And it is prejudicial, it should not be allowed. He cannot be allowed even to get a platform to address his lordship regarding such application. That is not proper before this court. Those are my submissions.
Iphuzu elivezwa u-advocate Mshololo la elithi akufanele inkantolo iziqala imlalelo advocate uTifo ngoba bekufuneka afile amaphepha wakhe nabo as i-defense team banikezwe bezokwazi phela ukuthi ba-prepare for leyo application uma uyabona ukuthi fanele kube ne-argument sengisho njalo funeka bakhulume badebate emveni kwalapho bese inkantolo ithatha isinqumo kodwa ngoba akunamaphepha usethi-ke akukho semthethweni ukuthi angavela address inkantolo engekho amaphepha ufuna kube namaphepha azowafile enkantolo nabo babe nawo ukuze bezokwazi ukuthi lento ayenza uyenza according to muphi umthetho kanjani ithini leyo section ukuze mabefuna ukusiphikisa lezo sicelo nabo bezosebenzisa umthetho and uthi akaze kwenzeka ku criminal procedure ku criminal law ukuthi kube khona umuntu ovelayo as the friend of the court yebo kuma civil law kuyenzeka kodwa ke angeke aphikise kodwa into ayiveza manje ukuthi inkantolo ayingalaleli loludaba luka advocate uTifo ngoba akasubmithanga amaphepha usho lento ayenzayo akayenzi ngokomthetho asiqhubeke.
May it please the honorable court. Yoship, I'm also of the respectful submission that learned friend Mr. Tefo should file his application with the clerk of the court and serve copies of his application to us as the state and to the defense so that we can have insight into what the application is all about, and we can then respond and set out whether what our view is regarding his application. I'm afraid that already he was going into the merits of what his issues are about without us having head side into his papers. It's not that we've already made a decision on whether we're going to oppose or not, but if the court can make an order, that we already have a date on which the case has been postponed to. Mr. Tefo can be given time frames on when to file his papers, and then the other parties can then respond. Okay.
Mr. James, do you have any response to the objection?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a response to the objection?
I do have a response there, Your Worship. Yes. Your Worship, I'm appearing here not as the counsel, as the applicant who is a normal citizen in this country, law-abiding citizen, who has been harassed and been persecuted. So hence I'm saying, I'm not objecting to that. I was saying that if I cannot seize this opportunity today, Your Worship, I'll be overtaken by the events. Because if this court can proceed to extend that the application of the applicants here be granted, that the bail condition be relaxed, because chief among the bail conditions that
I want to reply to the objection which the issues of overlooking around the proceeding that the court.
Just the last thing. Is that yes, I was fearing that I may be overtaken by the events if I come later. So I'm amenable to bring the application in writing. So if this is not going to happen today, there will be a postponement. Then I'll be fine, and the court can make a ruling in terms of release the 155 and all those things.
Njengoba istate besisukumile naso sisho ukuthi sivumelana kahle kahle no-advocate uMshololo ukuthi u-advocate Tefo akafake i-application yakhe, abanikeza amakhophi bese bethatha isinqumo sokuthi they are in support or against. Iyona nto ebalekile leyo abayishoyo. So njengoba ubona inkantolo ibuyela kuye ukuthi uthini yena ngalokho kushiwo nale objection evezwe u-advocate uMshololo, uyavuma ke uthi cha, kodwa into enza ukuthi asebenzise leli thuba ukuthi isikhathi ubengekaza sithole esinye isikhathi sokuthi akwazi ukuveza le nhloso yakhe yokuba umngane wenkantolo, aphikise lesicelo esizofakwa awulokhuzana advocate uMshololo on behalf of uGeneral Khumalo nalamanye amaphoyisa. Ilokho nje athi uthathe leli thuba ngoba ethi wenzela ukuthi athathe isikhathi, kodwa akana-nkinga yokufaka i-application yakhe in writing. Lokho akana-nkinga, futhi uyakugcizelela ukuthi akekho senkantolo as i-advocate, usenkantolo as the South African citizen, a law abiding citizen. Into engizokwenzeka manje ngizokucaphunela yena u-advocate uMshololo ethule ngizethulo zabo zokufaka lesicelo sokuthi akuguqulwe ama-bail conditions bekwazi uGeneral Khumalo ukubuyela emsebenzini. Ngizokucaphunela leyo ngxenye leyo bese silinda-ke, bese sengithi silinda bese sizwe isinqumo senkantolo thitheni inkantolo emveni bese efake lesicelo.
Yesterday, on the 14th of October, Mr. Mahlangu then recused himself from the proceedings on the basis of the events that are happening at both the Madlanga Commission and the parliamentary portfolio proceedings. He then informed us yesterday in court of his reasons for recusing himself. And that's how then the matter was then reallocated to you as a new presiding officer in the case. We have since, as the state's team, looked into the decision of Mr. Mahlangu to recuse himself, and we are of the respectful submission that it ought not to have happened the way it did, and that it's not in compliance with Section 22 of the Superior Courts Act, and therefore, on those bases, we intend to make an application to the High Court to have the decision of Mr. Mahlangu recusing himself from these proceedings reviewed and set aside. We have already compiled our papers, Your Worship. This morning, the investigating officer just deposed an affidavit. We are on our way to the High Court to set those. We have a copy that we can show to the court as proof of what we're going to file later today. And as a result, we are not in a position to start with a new Section 63 application today, since we are reviewing the decision of Mr. Mahlangu. It is not going to serve the interest of justice, Your Worship, that whilst we are reviewing the decision of the presiding officer, that we start with the process again, because there's going to be two parallel processes running. I just want to. I have a copy for Mr. Mishololo, Your Worship. These are documents that we're going to send this morning to the High Court. It's a notice of motion compiled by us, the state, and in support of that notice of motion, we've attached the affidavit of the investigating officer, Mr. Brian Padayachi, who's with me today here in court. It's also attached to the application.
Your Worship. Firstly, Your Worship, the magistrate yesterday, Mr. Muntu, recused himself from these proceedings. And we indicated, we've asked that if that is the case, that the magistrate has recused himself, let another magistrate be appointed and the court be allocated, so that the application in terms of Section 63, subsection 1 of the Criminal Procedure Act that we are bringing before this Honorable Court for the amendment of bail conditions, be able to proceed before another judicial officer. Now, Your Worship, the state makes the submissions that they intend to review such an application, such a ruling by the magistrate, which is a recusal. And there are no bases placed before this Honorable Court showing the prospects of success in that review, as the state reviewing the magistrate when the magistrate himself has recused himself. The requirements for the review, the basis and the grounds for the review have not been placed before this Honorable Court. I have not been served, we have not been served. I'm sitting in front, next to me, my instructing attorney, Mr. Shewan. We have not received, we have not been served with any papers for the application for any intended review. My submission, Your Worship, is that these proceedings, the application in terms of Section 63, cannot be prohibited or cannot be prevented, cannot be disallowed to proceed because of the wishes of the other party. If the state intends to bring such a review application, they have a right to do so, they have a right to file their application, we will be served. And also, Your Worship, the fact that the other party intends to review or intends to appeal does not mean that the application cannot proceed before this Honorable Court. Whether it was the appeal or whether it would be the review, there is no application for the stay of proceedings in terms of Section 63 of the Criminal Procedure Act, pending the finalization of the review that the state intends to bring. Therefore, it is my submission, Your Worship, that the clients are suffering prejudice from day one in August when they firstly approach this honorable court for their application to have the bail condition that is preventing them to go back to work and be able to execute the duties in terms of the SAPS that are empowered on them. There has been an unreasonable delay up until today. Therefore, it is my submission, Your Worship, that the applicants are suffering prejudice because they are unable to go to work. And if I may put it to the attention of this court that the issue of bail condition is a matter of agents. Because after the bail condition was granted, it appeared that they are unable to execute the duties. That is the main reason they came before this honorable court. If the court is going to allow the time that is unknown to this court, there are no papers that have been filed with no date when that matter will be set for hearing in High Court. So it means the applicants will be prevented from going back to their work when the suspension of when the letters of their suspension from work has been lifted up by the National Commissioner. The National Commissioner, the state is aware that the National Commissioner has lifted up the suspension and had said under oath, Your Worship, that they must go back to work. That is the reason we are here. We had to approach this honorable court to have that bail condition amended. In the event, my lord, I submit that the court is inclined to grant the state, which has never happened in our law, to grant someone to proceed with the review because we have no papers that have been filed in court. I would ask that the bail condition that you are asking that it be amended pending the finalization of the review that the state intends to file. My lord, this is a bail application. The ruling for the magistrate is not even appealable. And it does not necessarily mean that the bail on recusal. That does not necessarily mean that the proceedings for the bail application, for the amendment of bail application should be stopped. There is no rule preventing, there's no provision preventing this honorable court from hearing the application for the amendment of bail conditions as it is set to proceed today. Until that decision, because even that decision, even if it can be granted in High Court, we are making submissions on speculations which were not allowed to address his lordship on speculation of the review of which you don't even have the text of such a review. It's my humble submission, Your Worship, that this matter should proceed before this honorable court today to allow the applicants to go back to work pending the finalization of the review by the state as the court is.
Ningixoleleke ayikho nami into ebengingayenza. Ivideo engiyitholile iyo le engekho kahle sound kodwa uyezwakala advocate uMshololo ukuthi uthini. Into ehamba phambili naye icacisayo ngoba istate sifisa ukuthi sithathe lolu daba le recusal ika magistrate baye nalo kwi High Court. Kusho ukuthi bawuzama ukuphikisana nalesinquma sithathile sokuthi azirecuse yena ukuthi asiye ku review noma kube njengoba thi appeal noma i review akaqondi kahle uadvocate uMshololo ukuthi imagistrate ngoba sesiqalile lelicala. Angithi uyazi ukuthi enkantolo uma icala bese liqalile ukuqulwa, uma sekuguquka kushintsha umagistrate noma imanje liqale phansi ekuqaleni. Manje bazama ukuphikisa lokho ukuthi uma ngase sekuthiwa libuyele emuva, mase libuyele emuva selizolalelwa umagistrate omunye angeke aqhamuke selikhuluma kuyibail. kufuneka abuyele emumva ezwe ukuthi kwathiwani naye abeke sakhe isinqumo. So ingakho mhlawumbe bephikisa lokho ngoba kuvamise ukwenzeka kanjalo. Bazokhumbula abalandela isenzo meyiwa case ukuthi ngesikhathi kuphuma uJudge Mawumela, uJudge Ratha yafika yaqala phansi, proceeding yonke yaqala phansi. Akusangishiyo ukuthi noma irecord ikhona kodwa iqala phansi ngoba suke sekukhona the new presiding officer. So ilokho nje ngathi ekungisolisayo noma bengashongo bona okungisolisayo ukuthi ingakho befuna ukuthi kubuyelwe enkantolo kuyiwe kwe-high court lapho kuzofika khona kubuyekezwe lesinqumo sika Judge uMahlanga. Okunye futhi sika Magistrate uMahlanga mina okunye futhi okuhamba phambili akuveza ukuthi leso ngoba akho maphepha afayiliwe ayikho into evimba inkantolo ukuthi izilaleli izethulo mayelana nale bail condition abazoyicela ukuthi bacela ukuthi iguqulwe ukuze bezokwazi ukuthi labo general babuyele emsebenzini ngoba emsebenzini iNational Commissioner useyisusile suspension shothi sebekhululekile ukubuyela emsebenzini kodwa sebevinjwe i-bail application. Le nto athi show General Mkhwanazi ethi ayaqala ukuzwa ngoba inkantolo ayingeni indaba ukuthi umuntu usebenza kuphi kanjani kodwa inkantolo ngisho inkantolo nestate azange baze babeke ukuthi uma labantu bebuyela emsebenzini lokho kuzobaphazamisa kanjani ama-witness kanye necala leli eliqhubekayo kuzokuphazamisa kanjani. Ilokho-ke athi ngicaphunele manje isinqumo ke esithathwe inkantolo emveni kwalapho siyayivala ivideo.
We'll have to allow them that opportunity and see what the outcome of the review is. Mr. Mcholo has submitted that if I grant the state that permission, then I must relax the bail conditions. The relaxation of the bail conditions is the bone of contention in this case. I cannot make a ruling before I've heard the prosecution and the defense on the issue. In the circumstances, I will allow the prosecution to file their review. The main issue cannot be dealt with today until we have the outcome of the review.
Already there was a date. What is the date? 6th November was the date to which the main case has been postponed to. May this the accused also then the matter be postponed to the same day. In the interim, we'll be filing our documents before the end of business today. Proof of service of our notice that the High Court will then be provided to the legal representatives. The 6th of November. The accused are on bail of 10,000 rand each.
Is the date in order, Mr. Mcholo?
And that the matter be remanded back to court 16th.
Is the date in order, Mr. Mcholo?
Yes, it is adjourned until the 6th of November.
Matter is then remanded 6 November 2025, court 16 for outcome of the review application, be in court 8:30. Call it again.
Njengoba uzwile ukuthi icala leli lihlehlisela umhla ka6 kuNovember. Kodwa into ebalekile nephuzu elivezwe umagistrate la ukuthi njengoba dethu advocate uMshololo indaba abayizelela indaba yama bail conditions okulona double zokhulunywa and manje naku laba bafuna ukufayila i-review seseyithi ke inkantolo angeke ikwazi ukuthi ingalalela lolu daba ngoba ukuze lilalele ifuna ukuzuhlangothi le state iphinde izohlangothi le defense ngoba vele the main thing enza ukuthi babe kule nkantolo manje yilo lolu daba manje angakwazi ukulithathela phezulu kufanele ukuthi bafake laba application yabo ukusho ukuthi noTifo nawo senethuba ke lokufaka eyakhe application ukuze mase sekuhlangana ngomhla ka6 ukuze wonke umuntu uqala nje ayo prepare ngomuntu ebalekile eqala nje ukuyo prepare bese kuthi ngomhla ka6 afike ke be prepared bafike bethula izethulo zabo phambi kwenkantolo bese inkantolo ke ibonke ithatha siphi isinqumo so ngeke ikwazi ukuthi ngalalelo daba bengayifakile le application bengawafakile lamaphepha abafuna ukuwafaka so iphuzu leli libalekile livezwa inkantolo ukuthi yebo uyayizwa into eshow advocate uMshololo futhi ngokusho kwakhe akunamaphepha phambi kwenkantolo mayelana nereview okusho ukuthi ayikho into ebivimba ukuthi kukhulunywe ngodaba le-bail application kodwa ngoba lolu daba ilona siza noma iyona nqikithe yenza ukuthi babe senkantolo and i-review le bayayidinga especially outcome ye-review ngoba izoba imphumela ezobichaza kabanzi ezobapha ne-direction ukuthi kahle kahle kwenzakalani kwenze njani isona sizathu lesi esenza ukuthi inkantolo ithi leli cala ihlehlisela omhla ka6 akaphikisanga ke no advocate uMshololo uthe futhi makumhla ka6 uyayivumela ngoba ushuthi akho kude kakhulu sizolilandela ke lelo daba njengoba besihlale senza ngizoku-update nongixolele nje kakhulu ngesound ayikho ivideo engiyitholile engcono kwi-sound wonke ama-video bekunomsindo bengithi nje ngik-update ngalolu daba wazi ukuthi kwenzakalani ngodaba lika General Dumisani Khumalo kodwa ke ukumbona kwami la enkantolo kungenze ngakhululeka ngoba akakwazanga ukutestify kweMadlanga Commission bekulokhu uyagula kodwa kumbona eminye inyawo zakhe ephila nje lokho ukuthi ushuthi hawo at least mhlambe kulamaviki azayo sizombona naye esephambi kweCommission kaMadlanga ngoba bekuthi satshela nje ukuthi uyagula besingazi sezwa ngobrigadier Adlenda Mathe esazisa ukuthi yebo yena uyagula kodwa siyalulama kodwa kumbona kwethu esenkantolo kwenza sibuyelwe ithemba sithi at least usezoqhubeka la agcine khona lapha kwiCommission ngoba njengoba efuneka ayoqedela lokho akuqalile kwiCommission usalindelekile ukuthi ayovela kwi-ad hoc committee futhi kuyaphoqa ukuthi avele ku-ad hoc committee ngoba i-political killings task team angeke isebenze ngekho yena futhi uphethe i-crime intelligence ziningi kakhulu into ezikhulunyiwe esithinta i-crime intelligence okufuneka abuye azophendula njengomuntu oyinhloko ye-crime intelligence ya asibambe le video ngicela ukuze ukuphawula kwakho ngizwe ukuthi wena ubona kanjani kulonke nje lolu daba besixoxa ngalo kule video lolu daba njengoba kuxoxwa ngalo la elithinta uGeneral Dumisani Khumalo noza kwabo mina nawe bese sidibana kwivideo elandelayo udaba lela elibenze babe senkantolo losi sophakathi nendawo uyena lo udaba olingaye okuthiwa besebenza kwaBM wasoka BM wazoba ubrigadier ngapha esiphoyiseni sizozwa nje makhamba isikhathi inkazi sezethula enkantolo ila sizothola kahle khona ukuthi wayenzani khona kwaBM ngoba ufika bobrigadier uJampila akazange abe uconstable azangabe kunenkundla eningi nje azeqile kodwa ke angeke ngize ngiphawule lutho mina ngalokho mina nawe sidibane kwivideo elandelayo ngiyabonga.